Alright guys, we're starting chapter 3, which is our chapter on solving equations and inequalities. We're going to take a quick look back to some stuff we did last year, a couple days of review to make sure that we understand how to solve 1 and 2 step equations before we move on to our actual section of solving equations with variables on each side. So, with that being said, today I am learning to solve equations with variables on both sides by using what I know about solving 1 and 2 step equations. By the end of the class, hopefully you can say that I can use inverse operations to solve 1 and 2 step equations, that I can identify like terms and simplify both sides of an equation, so that in the next few days I can start solving equations with variables on both sides. So, we're going to get right into looking at some one-step equations from last year. Just some base notes on these. First things first, we should always locate the variable. We are going to circle the term with the variable. We're going to use inverse operations on both sides. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. We're going to use inverse operations on both sides of the equal sign to solve. So we're looking at our inverse operations. We have 4 mathematical operations that we use. One is addition, one is subtraction, one is multiplication, one is division. The inverse, or the opposite of addition, is subtraction. So when you see addition, you subtract. When you see subtraction, you add. And then we have multiplication and division. Again, opposites. So we're going to go through a few quick problems here, okay? First things first, locate the variable, circle it. If there's anything attached to it, circle what's attached to it as well. Then you draw your line down. What do you have on that side with the variable? Because we're doing that last. We have this plus 7. So what's the opposite of plus 7? Minus 7. So we're going to subtract 7 on each side. Well, that allows that left side to cancel. We're going to bring down our variable and anything that's attached to it. Right now, we don't have anything attached to it. And then we have negative 1 minus 7. If you know what that is, great. If you have to plug it in a calculator, do that. But you're going to get negative 8. Is our variable by itself? Yes, it is. So we're done. All right, number 2, same thing. Circle your variable and everything that's attached to it. Draw your line down. What do we have on that left side with the variable? Well, we have a minus 11, so we're going to do the opposite, which is plus 11. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Negative 11 plus 11 cancels. Bring down your variable and anything that's attached to it. Right now we have nothing attached to it. So we have negative 9 plus 11. And when you do the math on that, you get 2. All right, let's keep moving along. Circle your variable and anything that's attached to it. This time we have something attached to our variable. When something is attached to the variable, it is multiplied. So we got nothing else on that right side, so we got to get rid of that negative 7. How do you get rid of multiplication? What is the opposite? What is the inverse? Well, multiplication, division. So we're going to divide by negative 7 on both sides. That cancels that negative 7. Bring down your variable. What are you left with? Negative 56 divided by negative 7. Negative divided by negative is positive. 56 divided by 7 is 8. Okay? Last problem here. Once again, circle your variable and anything that's attached to it. Draw your line. Here we have a fraction. What operation do fractions mean? Fractions mean division. So how do we get rid of division? Well, we have to multiply. We're going to multiply by whatever's on the bottom. So we're multiplying by -8. Multiplying by -8. Cancels on that right side. All we have left is our variable r. On the right side, on the left side, we have -8 times 2. Negative times a positive is negative. 8 times 2 is 16. We are done. Let's move on down to the bottom. Okay. We have two-step equations this time. So again, we're going to locate the variable, circle the term with the variable. Most of the time, you're going to do addition and subtraction first, then multiplication or division. Sometimes 2 and 3 will be switched, but most of the time not. So we're going to circle our variable, draw our line down. We're going to add 2, bring down our variable and anything that's attached to it. -65 plus 2. It's just -63. Just like up here, now we have a problem that looks like this. We have something that's attached. We have to get rid of that attachment. So we're going to divide. So A equals -7. How about over here? Circle your variable and anything that's attached to it. Draw your line down. Deal with the addition and subtraction first. Whatever's not circled. So +7, -7. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So that cancels. We're left with -4x is equal to 24. We have something that's attached to the x. That tells us we need to divide by whatever's attached to the x. So in this case, -4. So x equals positive divided by negative is negative. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Last two problems down here. We have 19 minus x equals 30. So again, circle your variable and anything that's attached to it. Because it comes second, we have to circle the sign, because that might come into play later. There's no number attached to this x. We have a negative, so it comes into play. What number do we always assume is attached to an x if there's nothing there? 1. So we're not going to mess with this yet. We've got to draw our line. We got to deal with this -19, so we're going to subtract 19, subtract 19. Cancels on that side. We're left with -1x equals 11. We have it attached, so we have to divide by -1. Cancels there. Negative divided by positive, or positive divided by negative is negative. 11 divided by 1 is 11. Last problem. Again, circle your variable and anything that's attached to it. Draw your line down. Let's get rid of this -17. Negative is like subtraction, so we're going to add 17. Add 17. Cancels on that side. Bring our variable down. So we have x divided by 2 is equal to -8. How do we get rid of division? We have to multiply by the bottom. The way that cancels. We have x equals -16. Again, when you're dealing with two steps, get rid of the addition and subtraction first, then get rid of the multiplication and division. Again, quick review from 1 and 2 step equations. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.